Hi neighbors, welcome back for another episode of Ponderosa Garden Adventures. My name is Mark and I want to give a special shout out to our subscribers. This community is growing by the day and you are all so welcome to join us on this adventure. So today I am back out in the nursery and I'm going to be transplanting my seedlings. I've been seeing our If you've seen our other videos, I planted these seedlings about 6 weeks ago, and some of them are getting large enough that I'm ready to transplant. I hardened them off last week, but it got a little warm, and more importantly, we had a pretty heavy rainstorm, so some of the seedlings kind of got flattened down. Some of them are coming back, some of them are not going to make it. That's just the way it is. Anyway, I think these are outgrowing the little seedling boxes that they're in. So I'm going to use some of these larger containers and transplant them into larger containers. And the ones that are in, say, these size or these size, I might upgrade to one of these or one of these. So we save everything. We're pack rats, so we have lots and lots of these containers. Anything we've ever bought as a seedling and planted into the ground, we cap the container so that we can do this on our own now. All right, so I want to just also mention it's been a couple of years since I've done seedlings, or since I've done seedlings from seeds, from planting from seeds. The past few years, sort of for convenience, I tended to buy seedlings at a nursery already sprouted and stuff. They do all the hard work for you, and that works really well if you're in a hurry and you have a budget for it. But they're getting pretty expensive. We had places where we could get them for $1 for each a tomato. Sometimes there'd be 2 or 3 in there, so it was a lot more affordable than it is these days. Those places are gone, so we're going to be relying a lot more on seedlings and starting from seeds, because seeds are still relatively affordable, and plus you can harvest seeds from year to year, so you don't always have to buy seeds. All right, so I've got a bucket of dirt for transplanting. I've got a dibber. It's great for these have been sitting out, so they're kind of compacted, so I need to fluff up the dirt a little bit and make holes for the seedlings. And of course, as always, bucket of water to water them in. I've got quite a few to do here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to them all today, but I'll do the best I can. We'll see how far we can get. We'll get some of the flowers. I definitely want to get these cucumbers and the cantaloupe because they're getting big. And zinnias and lupins. All right, well, let me pull you in close so you can see what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. All right, let's get started. I'm going to be transplanting these marigolds here into potting soil. I'm reusing these. These are from seeds that didn't germinate for whatever reason. None of the lettuce germinated, so we'll have to start over. Let's see if I can transplant one of these. Now, this is the first time I've used one of these kind of trays. Anyway, it has a flexible tray underneath, so I can easily punch this out. Don't need those anymore. Let's see there. So comes right out, so I need to make a space in here. Right, first one always gets a break. Well, look at that, and look, it's got roots all the way down there into the water. I didn't mean to break that, but there we go. And all I have to do is just, fill in around. All right, well, there's one. I suppose I could wear, there we go. I could wear gloves while I'm doing this, but I'm not. Well, there's one little marigold. and just pop it up. You can see some roots growing down in there. So I'll put that in, and then all I need to do is fill in around the edge. All right, let's pop it up. There's two there. So, oh, there's a lot of roots. So I think I'm gonna be able to separate this. Let's try this. There we go. You get that one. See, there's still plenty of roots there. So I think we're gonna be okay. And, oops, Daddy, you wanna pour the rest of this in. Alright. A little water in there. Alright, well, I think that worked out okay. Alright. I'll be transplanting these. So, pick up the whole tray. And let's get started. So this one just has a little hole in the bottom. You can just stick your finger up through it. Oh my gosh, look at all the roots in there. Alright, so this is root bound. This needed to be transplanted a while ago. Get those on in there. It's going to be all the way up to the top. That one looks nice. So there's a lupin. Alright. Yep, there they are. Alright. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Oh, yeah, nice. Great. Looks wonderful. There we go. Zinnia. I'm hoping to get two. See if I can separate these. They got lots of roots, so I think it's going to work. This guy has mostly these. I see this one's roots are over here. There we go. You've got roots, and this one's got roots. And again, these are zinnias. There we go. Oh, my finger stuck. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. All right, that looks good. And the last thing I'm going to do is these daisies, African daisies. So those I'm going to do in a deeper container like these. So I'm not crazy about these kind of. I'm just going to get rid of this. Oh, now they're soaked. But I do see roots in there, so that's good. There you go. On the sign. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'll just put these back in the tray like this. Yeah, zinnias over here, lupins over here. And marigolds. All right, we got room for a couple more. All right, well, I'm back after a little break. I'm ready to do part 2 of this project. I'm going to be planting these vegetable seedlings, cucumbers, which are fruit, yeah, cucumbers and cantaloupe and jalapeno peppers and so on. So as you can see, it is a beautiful day here at the Ponderosa. Glorious sunny skies, no clouds, light breeze, comfortable temperatures. We are right in the middle of spring, and we are right in the wheelhouse of the gardening season. So I'm so excited that you could join us today. Let's get started. All right, well, let's get started. Here, I've already filled these little containers. So let's start with these are cucumbers. So let's get these guys in here. I'm just going to split this. I'm just going to pop this out now and see what happens. Again, lots of roots at the bottom. That's a good sign. I'm going to try and divide this into 3. All right, you get that one. Amicably, maybe. Sometimes only one of them gets the roots. There we go. So he's got. Oh, he's not going to go. This one's got the best root system of all, so all right. And let's just put those over here for now. We'll come up with a tray for them later. You get to hold the extra dirt then. All right, so let's see how these guys did. Not so much roots. He gets the big set of roots, and these guys, you know what, I'm going to put them together and just let them fend for themselves. And really, you only need 1 or 2 cantaloupe plants, and has to come back, see what happens. Those were Sierra Gold cantaloupe. This is a different kind of cantaloupe. These look like they're doing a little better. These are called Honey Rock. So let's give these little plants up a chance here. Let's see what happens. Not a lot of roots. That one's on the corner right there. Oh, see, there are some good roots though. So we'll plop that guy in there. See if we can separate those 2. Oh man, that is like performing surgery. Oh. There we go. And water them in. We're going to do these 2 containers here of cucumbers. Boy, man, there's going to be a lot of cucumbers. And we don't even eat that many cucumbers, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these. So that's why I'm putting these smaller containers here, because I really don't know. They're so deep. Okay, you are next. I want to split these up. One there and one in there. Coming right along. Let me clean this off a little bit. Here we go. Gets that one. There we go. That was tricky. Well, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. I've got a few more tomatoes and peppers that I want to plant and a basil plant. So I've just spent some time filling it up with dirt, which I figured you didn't want to see. And let's get this planting finished. There's actually 3 of them in there. I don't know what to do with that other one, but we'll see if I can tease off the one. Perfect. All right. There we go. Put those over here. This one's going to be tricky because there are 4. I will try. There's 1. Well, so I thought. I'm going to try and break this into. That's going to work. That one's got a lottery. And we'll see how these do. I'm running out of room here. I'm going to have to like start winding it down, I suppose. All right. And I've got 1 more of those to go, so. 1, 2, 3. Now it's one of those. Better boy, tomatoes. There. Well, in you go. Right there. You know, I don't. Yeah, there's roots down there. Okay. Give them some water, and we are done. Come on, basil plant, get going. All right, well, we're done for today. I've got a few more seedlings to plant. I'm gonna leave those for tomorrow, but for now, we've transplanted more than 40 seedlings. Giving them all a bigger space to put down roots and hopefully grow a little faster. This is like one of my favorite things to do. Frankly, I was the kind of kid I loved playing in the dirt. My mother used to get so angry because I would come home filthy, dirty every time I went out to play. So if you like playing in the dirt, you will like gardening. Not only that, but recent studies show that there are many health benefits and not really much downside. So get out there today, enjoy the sunlight, plant something in the ground, get your hands dirty. In the meantime, thanks for watching Ponderosa Garden Adventures. We'll see you next time. Three, two, one, outro. Well, it's getting blustery here.